Mewgenics is easily a Game of the Year contender, I can't lie. Somehow, Edmund McMillen has done it again. He's made an incredible indie game that has just blown everyone away, and somehow, he's gotten me to play a game within a genre that I don't even like for a second time. Like, for example, The Binding of Isaac. Everyone knows him for The Binding of Isaac. I'm not a huge fan of, like, top-down, I wouldn't say isometric, just top-down, bullet hell type games, but I have over 100 hours in The Binding of Isaac Rebirth, which is rookie numbers compared to a lot of people, but still, that's still quite a lot of time. It's a very relatable game though. Like, I too like to strip down naked and go into my cellar and cry projectile tears onto demonic entities. Go check out my Steam review that says exactly that and give it a like. I'm very, very proud of that joke. But Mewgenics is, well, it's just amazing. It's a game about breeding, inbreeding, mutating, and creating an army of cats to take down demonic entities, and somehow it's connected to the Binding of Isaac universe, which just, you know, it's just a cherry on top. It's just fucking stupid. But regarding the genre of it, I mean, you can already see from the gameplay, it's a tactics turn-based type game. You know, kind of akin to like Into the Breach or Final Fantasy Tactics. Games that do not appeal to me in the slightest, but, you know, maybe I might give them a try after Mewgenics. There's just something about this game. Honestly, it's probably just cats. I think cats are just too funny. Mewgenics is a roguelite. It's a roguelite, just like The Binding of Isaac, and I know it's cliche to say. I know you hear it every time someone mentions a roguelite, and it's like the worst thing you can hear, but every run feels different. Every run is different in Mewgenics, and this is one game where you can truly say that. For example, right, you can go in with 4 cats. I mean, you can go in with less if you're a masochist, or I think they level up quicker if there's less, but it's harder. But I digress, right? You can select the classes for these cats, and if they make it to the end of the path that you take, they get retired. You can't take them out on an adventure ever again. The only thing they're good for is just breeding, just making them have sex constantly to make an ultimate life form cat that can one-shot anything, which is, again, something that can happen with the RNG elements and the roguelite elements, all that stuff. The only difference is there's this big, giant, cannibalistic cat called Guillotina. She's called that because she can decapitate a cat's head in one bite. She comes to attack your house, I assume, within a certain amount of days, and you are able to use your retired cats to fight back against her. But if they succeed in that, they can't be used again for another one of her attacks. So you need to use different cats for every single run that you go on, and every single event, every single combat encounter to a certain degree is just different each time. It's completely randomized. Oh, and if you're having a bad run, like a bad combat encounter, you can't save scum in this game because this guy appears when you reload the game, and he curses you? He gives IRL curses?
Wait, what? What the fuck?
I actually cannot get over how good this game is. This video is just a glaze session for Mewgenics, and you know what? I'm okay with that, because the amount of fine-tuning and the amount of like items and stats and moves and weapons that can meld together to create like a bunch of different insane combos that in most games wouldn't work is just kind of insane. Like, I've seen so many clips on Twitter of people being like, oh, I got this move that does this certain thing, but I'm already doing this other thing which impacts this certain move. Surely they don't work together, right? And they do. All these things can work together. I don't even want to look at the programming and any of the shit that went into this game. I mean, it's been in development for I think since 2011 or 2012. I mean, the trailer came out over a decade ago, so yeah, he's been working on this for a while. And just the amount of content, I've barely scratched the surface of this game. I'm 15 hours in and I've just made it to Act 2, and Act 2 doesn't even seem like far in the game at all, unrelated to how long I've put into the game, but I just want to address how much I adore the art style. I'm really glad that Edmund didn't just go for the similar Binding of Isaac Rebirth like pixelated art style. I think that was a massive downgrade compared to the Flash art style of the original Binding of Isaac, and yeah, he went back to that art style for Mewgenics, but like fully refined it. I mean, a big part of why I love this art style is the fact that it is just so imperfect. It just looks so amateur, but in a really good way, if that makes sense. I don't know, I just love everything about this game, and don't even get me started on the music. The soundtrack to this game is god tier. I'm not even joking. Like, it is up there with like the Ratchet and Clank soundtrack as one of the best soundtracks ever made. I can definitely see myself putting probably more hours into this than the Binding of Isaac, just because of how good it is and just the randomization of everything, and yeah. Oh, speaking of randomization, the cats' names are also randomized, and I am still yet to find a cat that is called Sebastian, which means there are no The Evil Within references, which is a severely better game than this. I cannot lie, The Evil Within is the best game ever made. It's not even an exaggeration. Like, if you were to compare Mewgenics to The Evil Within, Mewgenics doesn't even come close to The Evil Within. Even though they're not even in the same genre, The Evil Within is like a special case where like it is its own genre. It is the genre of all genres and can be compared to every single game. And yeah, The Evil Within is just better than all of them. And it's better than Mewgenics, but that doesn't take away from the fact that Mewgenics is a very good game, and I highly recommend it. Even if you don't like the genre, give it a try. It's like not even half the price of a AAA game. I think it's less than that. So then if you don't enjoy it, you can just, you know, you can still feed yourself that week, maybe. But anyway, I can feed myself this week thanks to my Patreon supporters. Those people being Nintendo Pro, Profit, Ryan IDC, Pitstab, Bouncer Storm Productions, and Daniel Levchenko. And also a huge thank you to my channel members who also let me feed myself by supporting the channel. Those people being Marshala 4566, Marcus Platts, Joshua Whitford 5509, Evan Underhill 2342, Bidoo for Doom, Gabriel Padro 5589, Scary 1407, Eteria Sigma, Eggy 613, Wentel, Riff King 66, Dizrays 3250, Sobitax, Liam Talks About, Andrea Stewart 8871, Ethank 78, Galaxy 11243, Glusky 36, Floody 38, Wolfborn TV, Rust on Wood, L Hayes 117, also known as Some Balding Guy Rambling into the Void, Griefgar, and the OG Resistance line. Thank you guys so much for supporting me. I always really appreciate it. You guys are the best. Thank you so much, and I will see you all in the next video.